In this video, I dig into one of my old sketchbooks to find a weird little creature. And for some reason, I decide that this creature deserves to be on a greeting card because why not? There's not a date on this sketchbook, so I don't know how long ago I did this. So this is the sketch that I found. It's a little snail. I think it has a disco ball shell. Still a little random, but I can kind of tell that I was trying to do something party related with it. So I think we should make snail into a greeting card. Today, I'm going to walk you through how to bring this doodle to life through Procreate and all my strange decisions along the way. So let's get started. So to begin, I'm going to use some of my custom brushes, which you can download by signing up for my newsletter. Link will be in the description. Going to add my sketch. I think I am just going to keep it simple, maybe say something like, let's party. I'm thinking it could be birthday related, and the dancing at a disco might be a little bit too specific for the average birthday audience, so I'm just kind of orienting. Actually, I kind of like him a little bit crooked. Okay. I'm gonna do a new layer, make sure I'm on black, and we are just going to very lightly sketch. And I kind of already have a sketch, so it's a little bit redundant to continue sketching another sketch, but it just helps me figure out if I want to keep some similar decisions. All right, now we can hide that original one. I kind of have a snailish shape. It's a little bit weird, disproportionate. It's like, it kind of looks like a basketball with some weird shape thing. We'll address that, it's fine. I'm just going to block in my lettering. I do kind of like this organic shape that's happening. I'm gonna move this around just a little bit. Actually, let me just keep being messy. I'm mostly just trying to get my space locked in. There we go, maybe something like that. Let's keep it simple. Let's go with this. Okay, and really I'm just adding shapes over the top of this, filling in the shapes. I'm still going to keep it a black and white sketch. And I am going to make everything its own layer. I'm going to lower the opacity here just so I can see what the heck I'm doing. We don't need to be perfect here. I know I say that a lot, but we're just kind of blocking this in a little bit better. Making things thicker. Okay, now let's go ahead and turn that original sketch off. I'm liking where this is going. We definitely need to add a little smiley face here. I like the snail. I think the antennas could probably be a touch smaller. Let's work on this text. We need one more layer on the text. I don't think we need another layer on the snail. Sometimes I'll go in here and put some guidelines. I kind of like the weight of the really thick downstroke of the L and the thin bar, so I might play with this. And you can see that those guidelines kind of just helped my letters look a little bit better. Oh, hi Barney. Hi. Oh, she wants to say hi. Hold on. There she is. She says hello. S's are really hard. And I'm going to go ahead and move the underlying sketch so I can get that full S. I want this to have a hand-drawn feel, so it really does not have to be the most perfect S you've ever seen in your life. And I take it one small piece at a time.